Hello everybody, what we're going to talk about is panel alignment for engraving. The first thing that we need to do is square up the panel in the machine. What I'm using is alignment tabs that you can cut yourself. If you don't have a file for those, they are available in our video section of our website. Use two of them that are identical. Just square them up somewhere in the middle of the machine and put your panel up against it, and the panel should be square. Okay, we're going to be aligning up the panel. We need to find either work 0 or a coordinate. The work 0 on this panel is the lower left-hand corner. This particular panel is bare, so that would work out just fine. If we're powder coating the panel, we have no idea how much powder coat is built up on the edges. So what a better measurement would be to measure the middle of the hole, so we could take the powder coat on one side would cancel out the powder coat on the other side. We're going to use the locate reference command on AvCam, which is just right up here. And what we need to do with that is, first of all, get close to the right hand side. And this could be a round hole, in this case an ATI hole, but we need to measure this hole before we start. So we're going to use the center of the hole. I have previously measured this at 3.201 inches wide and 1.212 high. And the tool diameter, in this case, we're going to be using the plastic tip of this, which is a 1/4 inch in diameter, not the 10 thousandths engraving tool. So we're going to type in 0.25. And when we're close, we're going to click measure. So what that does is it moves the z-axis down to 0. And now with our mouse on the form, we can change the axis by clicking the right mouse button, and we can toggle between 1/1000ths and 10,000ths with the left mouse button. With the z-axis down to 0, we can sight along, and we can actually move the z-axis down below 0. So what's going to happen when we click measure, it is now going to move to the retract position and then move to the lower center position. So I've verified that the plastic edge is touching the right edge of my hole, and I'm going to click measure. So now we would check the lower edge to see that that was touching. We can move it however much we need. We click measure. It's again going to go to the retract, and we refine our left edge. Click measure. Refine that once more if we need to. Click measure. And now, if we look at our status, the X and Y show 0, 0. And so at this point, we can either go to our file and move the entire file so the work 0 is in the middle, and that can be done by highlighting everything. Click move. Move from that center position and type in 0, 0. And now our work 0 is in the middle of the hole. And that's probably the easiest way to do it. Another way to do it would be to, if we knew that coordinate, we could actually set that coordinate in AvCam. The coordinate is 4.7208, and the y-axis is 2.7747. So in AvCam, we can just click the X status and type in that coordinate that it's now at is 4.7208, set as listed. and the y coordinate is 2.7747, and set that as listed. So let's just reload this. So now we have in the file and AvCam, it is showing the XY coordinate as the lower left corner, but the X status, where the machine is actually at, is 4.7210 and the Y is 2.7647. So you can also use that to check the coordinate. Say, for instance, we want to see if it aligns up with something else. We know that white plastic piece is 1/4 inch in diameter. So I just offset this hole by 1/8 of an inch, would be the center line of that. I can get the coordinate of that position, which is 10.5857, 2.7297. In AvCam, we're at retract right now, I can use the move to coordinate and type in that coordinate, 10.5857, and a Y of 2.7247, and move. Now I can go down to 0 and verify that that is actually lined up with that edge. And that's about it. Thank you for listening.